Alright YouTube, what's going on? It's Hightower 5000 here today, bringing a brand new episode of Road to Mats. Today we're on to episode number 16 I believe, and this is going to be Sunday's levels from the double XP weekend just passed. Do apologise if I do sound a bit grokey or look a bit of a mess. Anyway, I'm not at my best right now. I did just wake up and I thought, you know what, let's just get on with some editing, get it out the way so I can get on with some other stuff today. So I realised that all the past 3 episodes I think of Road to Mats, maybe even 4, have actually been like half an hour long. Hopefully this one won't be as long. It's still going to be long, but I don't gain as many levels at all today. But I do summarise basically at the end how I do it over the double XP weekend. Again, this day consists of very slow skills such as mining and all that sort of stuff. So there are very large gaps in between levels actually, but also do some level rounding up today as well, which is quite good. And I'll end up getting a few levels that you don't expect, and some levels that I was wanting to get I didn't get, but you'll find all that out. I'm not going to ruin too much for you. Again, there's a wee bit of background noise, and this isn't too bad in this video actually, not at all sure why. I didn't stream at all on Sunday, so that might be down partially to the reason. So hopefully that won't be too bad. Also, before you start watching the video, can you please go ahead and like my Facebook page, link is in the description below. Also follow me on Twitter and follow me on Twitch. Do all 3 of them things please. If you follow me on Twitter and tweet at me, I will retweet you and give you a shout out as well. So I guess that's really it, so hope you do enjoy the video and I'll catch you at the end. Alright, so you joined me at like 3:45 in the morning, did some dungeoneering and got very close to level. Get that tomorrow, only 2k away now, which is quite good. Did 3 dungeons overall. Got quite a lot of levels that are very close to getting up. Got farming, got dungeoneering, got divination, and right now you're here for mining. Mining is less than a k away. However, I know I'm very close to hitting my daily mining gathering limit, or my daily gathering limit. I already reset it though. And now I'm now going, that's me already at 86, and tomorrow I'll start off while doing coursework. Not been doing coursework, obviously I've been at the keyboard in dungeoneering, so but my body's just like broken. So as you can see there from the message, which I'm putting in the friends chat, I'm just putting right bedtime, been up for 19 hours on 7 hours sleep, so I really do need to go to bed and get some sleep anyway. But there we go, there is the level, so quite happy with that. 86, in the end it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I put all of today's daily resource gathering limit towards it and I reset that. Also put all my keys towards it as well. I think that's me just hit it. Yeah, that's me just hit it, so that's quite good. But I put all my keys towards it as well today, and I managed to get myself some XP there. It was like 40k or something like that, so it was quite nice as well. So that sped up that part of it anyway, but quite a bit away from 87. That's going to take me quite a long time, but I mean it's quite easy to AFK and I'll do that tomorrow anyway. So next thing is Stones at 89, but you can do it at 87. That's why I'm really wanting to do it, because obviously it's like much faster and it's going to be like 600 XP per stone, double XP weekend, so that'll be quite good to get used to. And I'm going to head to bed, and I guess I'll see you all tomorrow. Alright, so you join me in the living rock caverns right now, and I'm just about to get myself 87 mining. This is actually only the first gain of the day, which is quite surprising. I've been up for about, must be over 4 hours now actually, but it has taken me a very long time to get the 400k required. Also been doing a lot of AFK, well, being AFK I guess, doing coursework again, so that sort of stuff. But anyway, here's the level, which is really good. I can now go mine certain stones with some boost. Can't remember what the boost is called. It's like some scout or trout. I'm not at all sure. It's not trout anyway, but there's some ale anyway that gives you a boost. But there's the level anyway, so really happy with that. Again, I wasn't really planning mining, just because it's so easy, but it does take so long, so I'm glad I did it. And it turns out as well you can also boost smithing, so we only need to get to 87 smithing. However, that's going to still be expensive. I was working that out today. That's probably going to be at 15-20 mil alone, unless I do superheats, which I might do. Because superheats, I just really enjoy doing superheats. I'm not at all sure why, I just do. So anyway, we can stop spamming around here. I'm going to go off to the Grand Exchange and I'm going to start mining some Stones for a wee bit, because I'm watching a movie right now, and I would like to get my level up to like 88 or something like that. It'd be quite good anyway. I think it would just make life a little bit easier. I'll hopefully get that. I don't know how fast these Stones actually are. I think they're like 300 XP per stone, I'm pretty sure, per Corruptor, and at double XP. Hopefully it will not take us too long. Alright, so I've now been AFKing some Runespan MLG live streams that started up for today. Optic are about to play, so lucky I'm getting a level right now. Anyway, managed to get myself 83 Runecrafting. Went to do some Stones, but turns out that you need to use the boosts every like minute or 2 minutes. It's really not worth it, so I'm going to have to go back to the living rock caverns, unfortunately, to try and get 89, because it's just really not a feasible method doing the other CERN stones until 89 really, and I think the mining might be similar as well. I think the smithing is going to be the same. However, the thing is with smithing is it is consistent. It's not like mining, where mining is you're randomly going to get something. It might take you 30 seconds, it might take you 10 seconds. There's a consistency to smithing, so it might actually be possible. I'm just going to continue on AFKing here. Runecrafting, as I said, I feel anyway, is the slowest, and well, I feel it's the most slowest skill. Now, Divination I think is the most slowest skill, but because I do catch a lot of the time, Guthnix is catch, then basically I feel it's not as bad, because I don't sit a Divination for hours and hours on end, trust me. I just make use of the catches, and I obviously make use of my dailies as well, because those are the main things that really have got me through the Divination levels, and that's why it's so high. Anyway, I've actually got quite a lot of levels that I'm very close to. Now that I've got this anyway, I can now get bloody skulls, which is quite good. But bar that, I'm very close to. I'm 2k off a Dungeoneering level, 15k off that still. I'm still not doing another farming run, but I'm 36k away from that. So those are 3 levels in themselves that are very close. Hunter's also now 2k away, so I got quite a lot of levels which I just need to go ahead and get. I want to get another thieving level by the end of Double XP weekend as well. Alright, so still AFK, I'm watching Optic Gaming play Denial Esports in the finals right now. And again, just been AFKing, and I missed a level again, unfortunately. I knew it was coming though, but there we go, this is 84, going to go to 85, then maybe get 85 feeding, round up all these levels, which I said in the last clip, and then that'll be me for Double XP weekend. Kind of a boring end anyway, but a bit, I got coursework to do, and I've been watching some streams, so just chilling out in the last day. Made my major gains this weekend, which was the Herblore gain, definitely anyway. And overall, I mean, I've got my counter up quite a lot of levels. I think it's 31 levels in total that I've got, or 30, so far anyway. I'll get a few more as well. So overall, my account, I think this has been a good Double XP weekend anyway. Also got some mining levels, got 1 or 2 other things, so really happy with the progress so far anyway, but it isn't over yet. Alright, so you join me a wee while long. I'm now doing Pyramid Plunder. I was going to go for 85 Runecrafting, and I'm still going to go for 85 Runecrafting, but I was like, okay, let's just get his feeding out of the way, because I know the time I'll leave it till it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning, and I will not want to do it. So that's why I'm doing it right now anyway. It didn't take me very long anyway, I just watched the finals. Congratulations to Optic Gaming for winning the tournament, kind of expected anyway, but I can change my friend chat name to Green Wall for a while, which didn't exactly go down. A lot of people were confused by that. A lot of people obviously don't watch competitive Call of Duty. Back on from a Call of Duty background anyway. It was very entertaining to watch. So anyway, here we go, we're 3k away now. Happy with 85. I mean, I could have gone for a lot higher, maybe should have gone for a lot higher, but at the end of the day, feeding's just one of these skills which is so click intensive. So, but I mean, I think I started off on Friday at 81. So I mean, to be 85 is quite good. I might as well just use these last 14 minutes up anyway and go ahead and use them up. So do another 2 dungeons. So that'll get me alone like 60k. So I'll get me a little bit more, and I even might come back here later on. My plans are now to do some coursework. I want to go ahead and do some runecrafting again, but what I'm going to do before I do all that now is round up all my skills. So there's going to be a lot of clips coming up in the next probably half an hour anyway. I've got loads of skills to round up, as you know, from 2 clips ago now. So Hunter, Dungeoneering, we got Divination there as well. We got farming to do, and not also there's anything else really. Could go for smithing. I was going to do some superheating, but superheating doesn't actually give double XP, unfortunately, for the smithing part anyway. It does for the magic part, but not for the smithing part. So it is, I feel, I mean, if they're both doubled in, I think it would be efficient, but I mean, it's just training magic, so I might as well, if I want to train magic that fast, then I might as well just go along and go to some place like the Abyss to train. So didn't really feel it was worth it and decided against it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and probably head off to Uglog now and get myself going. This is a very strange place to teleport from out in the desert all the way out to Uglog. Can't imagine many people do that, but I'm going to go do that and get myself my next hunter level. Right, okay, well this is really awkward. I just recorded the clip there for level 82 Hunter, but unfortunately I wasn't actually recording, so that's a bit of a problem. So you didn't even get to see the flashing thing there. You knew I was like 2k away, got it very quickly. All I'm doing is using up these protein tramps in a line right now. Very, very easy. It's not totally AFK, but I mean, even if a trap fails, for example, you still get the XP, which is quite good. So it's not as frustrating as normal Hunter anyway. After this, I'm just going to use all these up. This will probably get me about 80 to 90k. All depends on how many Reg and Chompas I get to these wagtail things. Not at all sure what they are, but Chinchombas are giving me over 600 XP each, whereas these wagtails are only getting me something tiny like 300, or 265, which isn't too bad. But obviously I'd much rather get the chins anyway. So this is what I'm going to be doing for probably the next half an hour anyway, and then I'll probably move on to another skill. Alright, so I'm now doing I'm not doing Dungeoneering, I'm just doing sinkholes because I was 2k off getting the Dungeoneering level of 89. Decided to come along sinkholes. As you can see, I mean, that's not the highest point score actually I've ever seen. I mean, it's quite a low point score for getting first actually. Usually someone who's second gets that, but everyone was within 200 points of each other. So I mean, I managed to get first. It wasn't too difficult actually. There was like 2 or 3 maxes actually in this one as well, which is quite surprising, but I usually seem to get first or second anyway. I know, because basically there's only like 2 or 3 different actual layouts of dungeons. I think there's maybe actually only 2. So I mean, I know the best ways to go. It all depends on how many people go to the doors at the start and how many people are alert. So anyway, I'm probably going to get a large amount of XP. So we're going to start off with this medium one here. That's going to get me 31k, and then this huge one will get me 48k. So in total there, if we add that together, that's about 80k Dungeoneering we've just got off that one dungeon, which is pretty god darn awesome. So there we go, so it's 89 Dungeoneering. Pretty god darn happy with that. And I'm going to very quickly go and do another sinkhole now, because you can do 2 a day, and you can do 2 at once, in a sense that you can do 2 in the 15-minute slot. So I'm going to go ahead and do my second one now, and hopefully get a good bit into this level 89, I guess. Alright, so not too long from finishing off sinkholes now. The next sinkhole went okay. I got myself second and managed to get myself a large lamp, which got me like 40k, so that's not too bad anyway. Good start to that level anyway. I've reset that to level 90, so I'm already 23% of the way through, and that's just on sinkholes, so that's wonderful. So I guess maybe 4 more sinkholes and I could do it without doing any dungeons. But the good thing about doing that at 11:30 at night is that there's a new catch at 12 o'clock, so I usually just do my daily gathering limit if I've not done it, my jack of trades if I've not done it. Already done them both today, so I thought, okay, I'll just come up to the place where I do divination at right now, which I'm not at all sure what the island's called. Could be Dragon Tooth or Dragonworth Island, not at all sure. And then I'll get the catcher at midnight, which is really good. But anyway, there we go, there's the level. So that's me now, got 2 skills to 89 down the bottom. Wanting to get both these to 90 relatively soon, just because I want this corner at 90. Not at all sure why, but I think it's quite prestigious to have 90 divination anyway. Not a lot of people have a high divination. Divination is one skill that not a lot of people like, and I do see why, because it is very fucking slow. But I do think it gives great benefits anyway. We'll go capture that Chronicle Fragment and get ourselves some more Hunter XP, and another one over there actually. Unfortunately, someone will get that before us though. But there we go, so we're only 1 level off now, moving divination locations as well. I'm 500k away, which is going to take a very long time at divination. But hopefully with catches anyway, each catch are gaining about 60k, which is quite good as long as I maximise all my points and get them all. I usually do most of the time anyway, and that really does help out. You can do them twice a day, so if you are going to train divination, then really doing these Guthanix's catches, these are just a must because they do help you out so much. It's only 10 minutes of work twice a day really. You have to do it every 3 hours, so that's when the catch opens up. It's just such a great help. Alright, so this is going to be the final clip of the weekend. We're now actually into Monday, as you can tell by the time thing. I'm in university at 10 o'clock, so I really need to go to sleep, but I'm just not feeling it right now. Fire alarm just went off as well, so that means I just spent like 20 minutes outside. Bit of a nuisance. One of my course mates, Kayla Nexer, he just woke up at 3 AM, so his sleeping pattern is truly fucked, but I mean, at least he'll probably be semi-awake for tomorrow's lectures. I'm probably going to be half asleep, just because I played so much Runescape this weekend. But I need to sort 1 or 2 things out in my life, to be honest. I've just had a wee bit of a life thought, and not that I want to stop playing RuneScape or doing YouTube. I just need to do YouTube a lot more aggressively, be a lot more productive with it. I mean, I've got goals that I've just sort of strayed away from on YouTube this past month or 2. I've been a little less active, well, more this month to be honest. I've just not, my game's not been there. Been making excuses when really I've been saying I've got coursework and all that. I've done fuck all with coursework so far as well, so I've been making excuses saying, oh, I need to make stuff. It's just poor. So, but I do think overall though, this weekend has been a very productive weekend. So if we look up into the top left hand corner, we can see I've gained over 10 million XP, which was the original aim, so quite happy with that. Overall, we also started the weekend off as well, like 2,210 total I think it was on the Friday morning, so that is pretty goddamn beast. Quite happy with all the gains we've made anyway, so I mean in total that is like 35, 34 levels, so Really happy with that. 10 million XP is a lot, especially when you go into Road to Maxscape. I think it's something like 318 mil to try and get Maxscape, and that's me got 10 million alone this weekend, so that is one big boost. I've also got a lot of significant levels this weekend as well, which will really help me out. There's one or two things I still want to get. I want to get to 89 mining, so that's probably going to be one of my next goals. Very AFK that though is. I want to try and get some more runecrafting up as well. Runecrafting's always been a low skill. I would maybe like to try and get that to 90, but I know that would take literally me a year. But I mean, that it's something that is always going to be slow, and they're not going to update it, so I mean I might as well sort of just start to get it out of the way, move on from it. Also want to get 87 feeding so I can get boosts and go for Dwarven Traders. I just want to get to Elf City feeding, because I mean that starts at level 91, and we can't really be consistent with it because that means that it's only 1 out of the 8 sections unlocked, so I really want to get higher feeding level anyway. I probably should train a lot more feeding this weekend if I'm totally honest. I'm going to start to put all my bonus XP towards it, which hopefully will help me out in the future as well. I'm hoping I get quite a few feeding dailies as well. Anyway, I guess that's going to wrap this bonus XP weekend up for me. I do realise that there is still 8 hours left, but I've got uni tomorrow morning, and I really need to get on my life game, to be honest. I really do. I'm just faffing around with life right now, to be honest. Just sort of just chilling out too much, and it's not good enough. You know, I've dropped my YouTube game, dropped my uni game. I really need to pick it up, so that's probably what I need to do. Anyway, so that's pretty much going to wrap up. The XP rate might go, XP might go up another 20k. I want to download 1 or 2 songs onto my phone before I go to bed, but basically that is it. So I mean, I hope you've enjoyed all these videos from the weekend anyway. They've been a bit, not like normal Road to Max anyway, it's just my gains for the day. So obviously Friday and Saturday were real big gains. I have gained quite a lot of XP today, but it's been in a lot slower skills. Mining especially, runecrafting, these skills are very slow, so I've made very good gains with them. However, it maybe doesn't show compared to other skills like Herblore. The amounts that I gained on Friday and Saturday with Herblore were just like ridiculous. So, but overall that is 10.3333 now, as you can see, so I couldn't be really more happy with the weekend, to be honest. My only regret may be that I didn't get a higher feeding level, but bar that, to be honest, I'm overall happy with everything else. There's 1 or 2 levels I didn't expect. I wasn't expecting to get to this mining level actually, so I mean that's a nice bonus obviously, but I mean things never go to plan, and things funnily enough didn't. Thanks for watching this video. Please leave it a like rating if you have enjoyed it and not done so already. Leave a comment down in the description below. I want to find out how you did on Double XP weekend. Did you manage to achieve all the levels you wanted to? Did you not? What would you have rather seen me do? What would have you rather do? Tell me about your experience with Double XP weekend anyway. Go ahead and click the links in the description below to the previous episode of Road to Max, which you can see on screen right now. Also my Twitter is down there, my Facebook page is down there, and also my Twitch is down there as well, which I need to start live streaming on again. Also got a second channel as well. Check all that out in the description below. I'm not at all sure what video is going to be coming next anyway. The upload schedule, I'll keep going for something, deciding that I'm going to make another video. So hopefully there'll definitely be a video in 3 days anyway. Not at all sure what it's going to be. Hopefully in 6 days time as well there'll be another Road to Max. There should be another Road to Max within the next 7 days at the minimum anyway. Got loads of levels to bring you from that as well. And hopefully at least this episode is back to roughly the normal 20 minutes, which I'd usually like an episode to be at. So again, thanks for watching. Leave a like rating if you haven't already, and I'm out. Adios.